Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports. And can Gareth Southgate show some guts and make strong and important decision that he has not been able to up until this tournament? Because England really need to do something if they need to win the semi-final tonight. So let's get right into it. I mean, it has become a broken record. Everybody is saying the same thing. They have been really balling. They have been dreadful this tournament. Every England game you see, you wanna pull out your hairs because of how bad they are, and then you look at the talent that they have, and then you just wonder like what the hell is happening with this team. They got saved by two moments of brilliance in the knockouts till now. Bellingham in the round of 16, Saka in the quarterfinal. Now in the semi-final, they are facing a Dutch team. I think this could be their toughest test yet, and they need to change something. To be very honest, there are questions about a lot of players who should be dropped, but the question remains again: will Gareth Southgate drop them? Does he really have the guts to do it? This is like his best opportunity to show the power that a manager possesses. That can he make those brave decisions? But I don't think he will make those take those decisions. To be honest, if it were me, I would not play Foden tonight. I would not play Harry Kane tonight. I would not play Trippier tonight. Like, he needs to make those changes, and he needs to bring in the Premier. Cole Palmer should play. He got about 20 minutes in the last game, and he was really good. Ivan Toney should play. Trent and Alexander-Arnold should play. He needs to make changes. He already tweaked his formation in the last game. He went to a back five. That sort of helped England work much better in the last game. It's not like they were brilliant, but as compared to the first four games, they were a bit better. But again, the Foden has been invisible throughout the tournament. Kane has been invisible. Sometimes it feels that Harry Kane is not even playing the game. It feels like Phil Foden is not, and it's not just one game. It has been the same story the entire tournament. Bellingham has been really poor. He needs to step up. He is lucky that he has scored a couple of goals, so that people are not really questioning him. Otherwise, he has not really been that good. He's actually been poor. If I have to choose, I mean, the best English player in this tournament has been Kobbie Mainoo, and he has played. He did not play the first two games. That just shows you how bad the rest of them, the team has been. And I think it's time for Gareth Southgate to make those decisions. Harry Kane, as I said, he has been really bad every game that he starts. And it comes back to Southgate as well for because of the way that he's playing in the first four games. Harry Kane was not getting delivery. The way they play, just controlling the ball, it's like they are so slow on the ball. They take forever to give a pass, and they don't even pass forward. It's passing sideways, passing backwards. It's all over the place, and it affects Harry Kane. So if you want to play that style, Harry Kane needs to be dropped. You need someone like Ivan Toney in there, so that you can, if you are want to contain the ball and then make those a long ball, you want to play like that, you need a striker who has the ability to make the runs behind the defender and get onto those long balls and then do something about it. Harry Kane unfortunately cannot do that. He's not that type of a player. It's like in a way you feel bad for Kane sometimes, that he has to come in the midfield, in the opposition half, is in his own half. Sorry, in his own half, is coming there to get the ball and then try to create something. And you don't want Harry Kane in your own half to get the ball and you try to create. That's just how bad it has been. Phil Foden had a great season for Manchester City, but you are wasting him at a left wing. He's not been able to play a good midfield. Like, he's not been able to realize which player he needs to play at what position. He's playing Saka at left wing back sometimes. I'm not completely sold on it. The guy went to right wing, scored a screamer that day. He needs Alexander-Arnold and Walker to play the wing back roles. He needs to do something. Luke Shaw was brought on. If he's now fit, he should play left back so that Alexander can, Trent can play right, Walker can slot in the middle. If that's the way you want to go, there needs to be something done, but I don't think it will be, and that is like the, in a way, sad part, or if you want to be angry, angry thing, that is, everybody can see the changes that need to be made, but Gareth Southgate, even though I think he realizes that, he knows that he needs to do those changes, but I think he will not be able to. Whether you can call it loyalty, whether you can call it cowardice, it's up to you. But if he does not make those changes, I think again they would be in a big problem against the Dutch. They are much like Switzerland, Netherlands teams again like to really, this game again, I don't like. It is going to be a very different game from the Switzerland game, because Netherlands sometimes also they like to sit back and absorb pressure, and this could turn into another boring snooze fest. But if I am England, that would be the perfect opportunity for me to not play Harry Kane, because if the Dutch decide to sit back, you need a player like Ivan Toney or even an Ollie Watkins, because both of them, they can make those runs behind the defenders. And if the Dutch just sit back, you can get those passes from your Rice, you can get passes from Mainos and Bellingham, then maybe he can make the runs, and you can punish them with those long balls as well. But again, as I said, I don't think it's gonna happen. And then in the review, we are gonna just sit here and we're gonna say the same thing, that he should have played him, he should have brought him on. It's going to be a broken record, like every game. The preview and the review of the entire tournament for the England game have been same, that he needs to make the changes, he needs to come up with something different, but it's not happening. And again, I don't think it's not gonna happen. You can call it nepotism of the highest order, you can call whatever you want it to be called, but because, as I said, he's not brave enough. Let's say he drops Kane, let's say he drops Foden, and then England lose, then the question mark will be, you do not drop Harry Kane in a semi-final, or you do not drop Phil Foden, who had such a great season at Manchester City, in a semi-final. Even though both of them have been crap, it's like, what has Phil Foden done in this entire tournament? There 5 matches the guy has played, and I cannot think of one moment in the entire competition where you remember Foden doing something. Like, there are games where 15 to 20 minutes go by and Foden is not even mentioned. That is how bad he has been. Same goes with Kane. I think Trippier needs to be dropped. It's not really been that bad, but when he plays it, they don't have any outlet. He cannot use his right foot. They need a proper left back. That again is a big question that should be asked to Gareth Southgate. Why did you only pick one recognized left back when you know he's not match fit? The guy did not play from January, and you decided to take him, and you did not take any substitute for him. All these questions should be asked, and I have always been of this view that he should not be England manager. And if somehow, by some miracle, he wins this tournament, that should be the perfect opportunity for him to just go, leave it on a high, because somebody else needs to come in and take charge. That is my view, I think. And Kane needs to be dropped. Kane, Foden, and Trippier should not play this game. He should come up with a different. Like, I would play Tony in place of Kane. Palmer needs to come in, and I think Shaw and Trent on right and left wing, and then you can have 3 defender in the middle. But Gay is going to finish his suspension, so he might want to bring him in, so that will be another question mark. So maybe he brings him in and he sticks Walker on the right hand side, plays Shaw on the left, reverts to back 4 again in this game. So but I think he should stay and play the 5 at the back, because that worked a lot better than what he was doing in the first 4 games. I really don't know. If I would me, I already said Kane needs to be dropped. Foden needs to be. These two players really should not play. Tony and Palmer should play this game, and because the way Dutch are gonna set up, this is a perfect game for a guy like Tony to run in behind the defense and to get onto those long balls, because the Dutch are gonna frustrate England. They are gonna make sure that they continue to play the way that they have. They are gonna wait for England to make mistakes, because they have been playing mistakes. The problem with England has been, it's not like when they have the ball they just control the game. No, they are sloppy. They may misplace passes, and that's why they get punished, because when they misplace passes, the opposition team, they get the ball and they hit them with the counter. It happened in the Switzerland game, it happened in the Slovakia game, and the Dutch players, the attacking player, your Cody Gakpos, your Williams, they have been really good. Your Depay's, they are waiting for this crucial moment. They would be like, the moment England make any mistake, the runners would go, and on the counter attack, the Netherlands have been really good. So that's why England need to come up with a better strategy to cope with that. With the Netherlands strategy of the counter attack, to come up with something new. That's it. This is my view about what Gareth Southgate should do. Please let me know what you guys think Gareth Southgate should do. Who should start? Who should be dropped in the semi-final? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.